guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jade of Jaded Reader, and today I am going over my Witchathon TBR and how I celebrate Yule. This Witchathon is once again hosted by the lovely Rhiannon at Crescent Moon Reads. This is her brilliant creation, and I think I want to do like every single one because they're just perfect, and they're based off of holidays I celebrate, so it's like kind of a fun way of doing it. Since this is the Yule Witchathon TBR, I wanted to give you a little bit of insight on how I celebrate Yule because not every single person celebrates Yule the same way, if they celebrate Yule at all. So Yule, or winter solstice, is the celebration of the longest night of the year. It has to do with introspection, planning, and overall, after that long night is over, from then on, even though winter is known for being quite dark, it gets a little bit lighter each day. It's essentially celebrating the longest night of the year, going into longer days afterward. On winter solstice and leading up to winter solstice, I have quite a few different practices that I like to do. I start deep cleaning my house, I take a lot of my clothes to donations, and then I also do a lot of reorganizing and planning ahead. So those are kind of some of the things I do, and a TBR kind of felt perfect for this time of year because I'm very much so in organization mode. I have my new booktube planner that I got. I'm aware that it's like atrociously like a yellow-green color, and I did that on purpose so that I could find it because I'm always losing smaller planners, and like this one, it didn't speak to me, it screamed at me, and that's what I need in a planner. I need it to scream at me, because I procrastinate. I finished with my 2018 calendar, and leading into December, have my 2019 calendar. That's December. January's looking a bit better. That's part of what I do to get ready. I would love to know if there's any different things you guys like to do around this time leading up to winter solstice or after winter solstice. What kind of practices do you have for winter? Because I also celebrate Christmas. It's part of my other family's tradition, and I mean, I'm not gonna say no to presents. I do my thing, and then I definitely have time for presents. So I do celebrate Christmas as well as Yule, and I enjoy them both for totally different reasons. So I'd love to know what you guys celebrate. Let me know. Rhiannon once again has created beautiful prompts for this TBR, and I'm going to read them word for word because they're honestly magnificent. Yule is a time of gift giving for many. Read a book that you received as a gift. For this prompt, I picked The Slow Regard of Silent Things by Patrick Rothfuss and illustrated by Nate Taylor. This was given to me by the magnificent, kind Rachel Marie at Rachel Marie Book Junkie. It is perfect for this TBR because one, it's a gift. I mean, this thing is tiny. 3, I just finished Name of the Wind, and I enjoyed it so much. Because I feel like it's not a spoiler, but maybe too much information leading up into it, I will say that this follows one of the characters introduced later in Name of the Wind. She's one of my favorite characters. It's a female character, so if one of your complaints during Name of the Wind was that there wasn't a lot of female representation, this should solve that. From what I've heard, it's kind of a nonsense plot. It's kind of just the daily life of one of these characters and getting to know them better, and I'm really down for it. This seems like a fun, easy, beautiful read. Patrick Rothfuss has proven himself to be a beautiful writer, so I'm looking forward to this one. We have descended into the darkest part of the year. Read a book that plays with dark subject matter. If shadows and demons are not dark enough for you, I'm so sorry. I picked one of my current reads, which is Shadow of the Fox by Julie Kagawa. I have the book laying around somewhere. I have this dust jacket right now, so this is what you get. Shadow of the Fox is a fantasy novel following Yumiko, who is a kitsune, half demon, half human, who goes on a journey along with a samurai in order to fulfill a request and return a scroll. The scroll, however, is very important and it is highly sought after not only by their enemies, but also by her samurai warrior that's accompanying her. There are 3 different perspectives that I found so far, and I am adoring this book and found it to match up with this prompt perfectly. I'm buddy reading this book with 3 different booktubers. Where in the World is Leah Jane, Novel Serendipity, and Princess of Paperback. So hopefully we can get this book done before the 21st because I would like to finish it. It's driving me insane. I really want to finish it. We're all doing our best. but we are all at different parts. So yeah, the next prompt, and I love that she adds these in, they're not book prompts, they're just fun practices or things to do around the season. So even when you're not reading a book, you're doing things towards Yule in the Witchathon, and I just absolutely love the concept. Read while enjoying a hot beverage. This is a time for keeping cozy. Maybe even light frankincense incense. I have some frankincense incense. I think I will be burning that, but I do usually save it for the 21st itself, so I'll probably save it for then. However, this is my favorite thing to drink at this time of year. I do have some other favorites in mind, but this is my traditional have to have during the winter season and definitely have to drink on Yule, and it's my Abuelita hot chocolate. I have been addicted to Abuelita hot chocolate for about 10 years, I'd say, and it's become like a staple of my winter season. If I do not have Abuelita hot chocolate, I'm a dangerous person to be around during the holidays. It comes in several different forms, but this packaging is my favorite because it's melting chocolate. It's not just pour powder in, stir, microwave, go. You heat it up in a pan and you stir it in with milk. I use almond milk, but you can use pretty much any kind of milk. I haven't tried coconut yet. If anyone tries it with coconut, let me know. I absolutely love this drink and I will be drinking it all season long. I will for sure have my first dose of it during this Witchathon. This season is one meant for introspection. Read a book that challenges you to see another perspective. I have Volume 3, Tezuka of Buddha by Osamu Tezuki. This is the third installment in the Buddha saga. I am collecting them all. If you're willing to go really deep into your principles and ethics and how you view humanity in the world, this is a great series to read. There are a lot of heavy topics that are dealing with life and death and rebirth. It's a study of not just the Buddhist religion, but of Buddha himself and his journey and path to enlightenment. So it starts with him quite young and goes throughout his adulthood. I've read the first, second, and the third one as well, but I will be rereading it because I am planning on getting the fourth installment after my book buying ban, or if I get it for Christmas. It may be the darkest part of the year, but the darkness can make us see the light all the more clearly. Read a book that makes you feel optimistic. This came at a perfect time for me because I actually just had a very terrible day the other day. I found which book I was clinging to and it fits into this prompt perfectly, and I'm currently reading it. So my current reading and my TBR are working very well together. And that is Wondersmith, The Calling of Morrigan Crow. This is the second installment in the Nevermore series, and I don't want to give anything away about this book because there's a lot of spoilers for the first one, but I will give you a quick summary for those who don't know about Nevermore. Nevermore follows the girl Morrigan Crow, who lived in a town that, while I think has some mysticism in it, it's definitely not placed in our universe, was a very dark and dim place. She was seen as a cursed child, a child that was born on a certain day and therefore was cursed, and everything that ever went wrong with the town was blamed on her. However, she is rescued by the amazing and fantastic Jupiter North and swept away to Nevermore, a place where everything is magical, everything is wonderful, and she gets to go into trials in order to go to a prestigious institution called the Wondrous Society. It's uplifting, it's whimsical, it's everything I needed it to be, and Wondersmith is proving to be the exact same way. So Wondersmith was an easy choice for me for this prompt. Our year is ending. Read a book you've backlisted on your TBR for a while. This is also a book I'm currently reading, and I have been currently reading it for some time. I've picked it up, I've set it down, I've stopped on page 200, I think twice, and it is A Reaper at the Gates, the third installment in the Ember and the Ashes series by Sabaa Tahir. I don't know why I have been pushing this book off for so long. I'll probably get into it in my wrap-up, but I should finish it first, and I want to finish it. I don't know what's going on, but I definitely want to finish this book, and I just need to push through. So I'm using this readathon to really finish this book. I'm reading this with Rachel Marie, and I hope she is doing the same thing because, girl, we need to get this done. I forgot to mention, by the way, I'm also buddy reading this with Lexi at Alexandra Roseland, so I have a lot of buddy reads going on, and I'm mixing it in with my readathon. 7 is to read the group book. I have every intention of reading the group book. I have high expectations for the group book. I'm excited for the group book. It is The Bear and the Nightingale by Catherine Arden. I can't get it right now. It's on my Christmas list. I have a book buying ban placed upon me, and I might have it on good authority that I'm for surely getting it for Christmas. I don't know how I know. I just might know. Let's not dwell on that in case my family watches. I need to wait to read this book until after Christmas. So I do plan on reading it for a trip I have coming up. I'll have more news on that later, but I won't be reading it during the readathon. I'll be reading it after. With that, that's the end of my Witchathon TBR. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you are doing the Witchathon TBR, the books you are planning on reading, if you plan on reading the group book, if there are books you can't read right now because of Christmas. Also, if you're doing the Witchathon, you can leave your links down below. I love watching the Witchathon videos. Also, if you'd like me to do a Witchathon vlog, let me know. If not, that's totally fine. I have plenty of stuff to do. So I don't mind if you don't want a Witchathon vlog. Just like, don't mention it in the comments. But if you do want to see it, let me know. It helps. It helps me figure out where to direct my attention. Alright, I hope you guys are enjoying the sun or more stars wherever you are. And until next time, bye! Oh no, I did mention I was buddy reading this. What else am I buddy reading? Bear and the Nightingale by. Do I have the answer? Of course not. Every time.